Hey folks, pardon the generator, but we're about 500 feet away from power still. It's fastening down a little kitchen end wall here that will be structural to supporting the exterior wall against the load of the earth piled completely over it outside. So we've got glue, got our construction adhesive down there. We're using these large Tapcons. Like so. Here I'll just fasten the top of the wall temporarily at what should be plumb, if everything was perfect. Tighten that a little so it'll be stable for me to check for plumb, meaning perfectly vertical. Still nothing beats the old perfectly balanced heavy pointy thing on a string, or plumb bob. Now, carefully steady the plumb bob. Since this is hanging from the top of the wall, it shows that the top of the wall is about a quarter inch too far that way. So we'll draw a reference mark and make that adjustment. About a quarter inch from our line, and there, perfection. Then we finish fastening the wall. Now a block to support the other end of the top of the wall. Everything else being plumb and square, I can just use a square and a straight edge for better accuracy to position this end of the wall. give this wall its strength in that direction, plywood. Here's another structural measure we're taking. Due to this being a mostly underground wood structure, which also works well for hurricane resistance applications. We're driving these 6-inch lag bolts at an angle about like that up through 2 of our 3 top plates into the bottom of our trusses here, and in this case are using the lag rather than like a hurricane clip because it'll have more rigidity in the direction that we're doing this for, which is preventing the earth from pushing the walls inward. It's just a shear thing. So whereas a bracket will take longer to install and can bend because it's thin metal, this will not. So here we go with a pilot drill. And the impact driver, that's the 1/2-inch impact driver. And this intermittent action you'll hear is actually this driver drawing so much power that it's tripping the breaker on this large battery. But it does the job. So due to several small differences between the first Hobbit House and this one that have added up to something significant, we've had to make some structural improvements here where it comes to holding back the earth. When we began to backfill, we noticed some deflection. So we stopped that and did this. We've doubled up all of these studs that are in the underground area on the sides here, which have less pressure than the back wall. We've just added a yellow pine 2x6 to the white 2x6 that was there. And on the back wall with the greatest pressure, we've made our own engineered studs, just ripped out of an LVL beam, laminated veneer lumber. These are very strong. And at the tops, we have joist hangers installed in the correct direction to oppose the load here, trying to push these studs inward. All with 3-inch screws, so those brackets are screwed through 2 of the 3 top plates. And then on top of the triple top plate here, we have an LVL beam in its entirety, through bolted, as you can see, all the machine threads sticking down here, all the way through all plates to seriously rigidify this whole thing and go all the way from corner to center wall, which is now continuously plywooded, and over to the other corner. Out here we've built our chimney structure, and you can see the tall fascia we're building here to hold the dirt on the roof in the area where the roof edge is exposed, where it's not fully underground. You can see we're bringing our waterproofing all the way up to the roof here. And then we'll put down this foam insulation on the roof deck and rubber overlapping this. Our roof insulation, you can see here, is a 2.5-inch polyisocyanurate, a pretty high density. And these boxes here, which we have 3 of, are for our sun tubes. bring sunlight into the building. And they will also be wrapped with foam insulation and rubber. And here you can see the construction method of our tall fascia. There's 2 pieces of 3/4 plywood with all of the joints staggered, screwed together up here, screwed in well down here, glue between everything. And now I'm going to go around and put long lag bolts in at the bottom of here, in through this 2x6 and into the truss behind it on this gable end. And on the overhanging ends, we'll put the bolts into the truss tails. There's one. And of course, eventually I'll have to make this peak piece here. It'll be a continuous piece so that it spans this middle seam. Just another piece of 3/4 there. Out here you can see we have our blocks ready and our foundation carved for the retaining wall in this arc here and over on the other side. And there you can see the path we have to run our electricity from way up there by the driveway. You may be able to just see a gray box and that tuft of weeds directly in line with us here. And here on the bedroom side of the building we have the interior walls pretty much done. It's almost the same layout as the first Hobbit house. See, here we have the guest closet, and here's the cleaning supplies closet. And down the hall there will be a doorway here for the laundry, and bathroom here with shower, toilet, and sink, and sun tube that is covered up for rain right now. You can also see we've been putting our foam insulation here in on the end of the trusses. We'll spray foam the edges of those later. So that's the Hobbit house so far. Again, you can check out the finished one on my other videos or at rockycomfortcabins.com. And feel free to post any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching.